How's it going, folks? Yeah. Gotta head back over to my last network administrator job. The reason I'm heading back over to my old job isn't to work. Well, not directly anyway. One of the ladies that I worked on her Dell computer before is now needing it cleaned up again. Now, I don't mind doing it because it's been well over a year since I did it the last time when I was still working there. She's kept it pretty well clean. It's not like she calls me every 2 days like some people used to, saying, come clean out my system. And I'd do it, but it cost them. I don't do nothing for free anymore. Today's weapon of choice, Araxis with the Mephisto on it. Single coil, 8 wraps, and got porcelain wick in it. I'm loving that stuff. I never have to change it. Especially in this thing, if it gets caked up because I'm vaping some heavy VG e-juice, just hold the button down, burn all that garbage off of it, go to town, throw me some more liquid back in it, go right back to vaping. And this isn't what I call checking clouds either. This one puts out the baby clouds. I was checking clouds right now. None of us will be able to see a thing. Yeah, looks like a lot of people here have kind of weeded themselves out. Last time I was by here, they had them parked all out along the edge of the road, and it was ridiculous. They've had a heck of a turnover when I can pull in here and there's nobody I recognize outside. None. I want that security guard to bring his old butt down here and tell me I can't park here. I don't think they want me in there anymore.
Uh-oh.
I know too much.
Uh-oh. James, as far as I'm concerned, you can get rid of all the stuff on there. I don't know that there's anything on there that I need to keep.
Was it just running crappy for you?
Running so slow, so slow.
Well, I hopped you up with memory last time, so...
Yeah, I don't know what it is. My husband said a friend of his sends him lots of crap. So...
That'll do it.
So that's probably what's... And he's gotten where he won't even open his emails anymore. I said it's probably a good idea. But anyway,
Block
I'm thinking...
him.
Yeah, block him.
Hey, girl.
Well, he worked with him. He's a good guy. He's just bored. He sings crap. Yeah. But just let me know.
I had
We're
a
in no
few
hurry.
like that.
Yeah.
I'll probably have it fixed before you get off work.
Well, cool. Well, just let me know.
I'll take her home and get her out and see what I can find.
All right, bye.
Uh-huh. Don't tell me to come in. I don't friggin' think so. I would have if I'd have had to get the system from her, but much. Not a soul out there I recognize. Not even the Japanese folks. They're keeping the gates shut now. Huh. Wonder if they've had stuff come up missing. It's only sense I can make of it. I know my neighbor's here because he's been working some funky hours. That was Miss Tana. She was one of my buddies when I worked there. I could talk to her about dang near anything and not have to worry about it going anywhere. She's good people. Her and her husband are Harley riders, and she's got her own bike. Jealous. But, you know, it's one of those things. Just jealous because I've had 5 kids to fend for the last 15 years, and not really worried about actually getting a motorcycle like I wanted. And I don't ride regular anyway. Don't have anything to ride regular. So now that we're down to 1 kid, of course I'm going to make sure she's got what she needs just like the others. Got her a good laptop that's not the fastest in the world, but it'll do for what she needs it for. And for her schoolwork. She'll tell you she needs it more for games than anything, but she needs it more for schoolwork. But it'll do. It's a business computer with a separate sound card and video card, so it'll do either one. It's a good laptop. Wow. Wonder if she quit. That's my other network administrator's job. When I was working for GE Security. Of course, GE Security doesn't own it anymore. They sold it. But one of my manager buddies used to work there. I don't think she's there anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna clean up Miss Tana's laptop for her real quick, and if she's still there, I'll bolt back over and hand it back to her. I'll run a few tests on it to make sure it's nice and cleaned up. But that's about it for right now. And I will talk to you folks later. See ya. Alright. Today we've got Miss Tana's Inspiron 1525 from, she's one of the ladies that work over where I used to work. I think she got a disc in the drive. I just heard it spooling up. Oh shoot. Might have to give her a call. I think she got a... Oh, no password. Okay. Software update. Look at me grabbing my mouse like I can control anything with that. Fitbit. Okay. I'll let that update. Now, as you see, I've got her some things on here, and she's added a couple of her own and taken off some of them. So we'll put them back on here and get her squared away. Let's see what we can find. How's it going, folks? On my way to take my buddy back her Dell Inspiron 1525 laptop, so she can get back online again, her and her husband. And I think she'll be pleasantly pleased with this one. Yeah, I'm going slow on the back road, so if I drop things, I can stop and pick them up and not hurt anybody or get in anybody's way. But this one, I actually, this time I had it, probably going to be the last time I work on this particular one for her. I don't know that for a fact, but more than likely. It's a Core Duo. Not a Core 2 Duo, a Core Duo. When they got it, it had 1 gig of memory in it. Last time I worked on it, they got it back with 1 gig of memory in it. This time, I loaded them up. She had 2 512 sticks in it. Pulled those out, put them back in the bag to give her back with the system. I got her, because it's 32-bit Windows, and she doesn't really have a need for 64. I loaded her up with Windows 7 Ultimate 32-bit. It's a disc that came with my Optiplex desktop when I got it. But anyway, I put it on hers, loaded it up, and put her on the malware stuff. But I still wound up formatting the hard drive and reloading it a total of 3 times. Because right after I got it loaded up, right in the middle of it doing the updates, blew. And in the middle of doing the updates, it locked. Rebooted after the updates were done and got a black screen. File missing, Hive file missing, unable to load. Like, a Hive file? That's like the core file. What the heck? But I still had the Dell driver petition and all that on it too. I was trying to save all that in case they ever wanted to revert back to the original factory setting. Like if they were going to get rid of it, they could have just hit Control F12 and reloaded XP on it with all the drivers and all the Dellware and everything that they put on it. But I got tired of waiting around with, they're playing around with those partitions. Plus they had some media master or something on there, another partition, both Dell partitions. But being that the hard drive was acting as volatile as it was, I just wiped it all completely clean, reloaded it the last time with Windows 7 Ultimate 32-bit, and last day or so it's held up just fine even after the updates and everything. So maybe that's all it needed, was get rid of those partitions. Evidently they had some junk hiding in there. It had 422 infections in it. Malware, spyware, mostly adware. adware and malware. I got rid of all that for him. Still nobody I know. Nobody. Recognize a few of the cars, but that's about it. Oh, an old snooty. Anyway, I'm gonna take her back her machine and I'll be right back. Well, she's happy. Like I said, I got $30 in memory that I got for her. Worked on it a couple hours, couple days. Not anything major. And I let her set the price because she's a friend. Anybody else, I'd have gave them a set price, and oh, what a lie. All those lies, how can I even print those? Great pay, great shifts, benefits, safe workplace. Every single one of those is a lie. Jeez. How do they sleep at night? One of the old places, the first place I was a network administrator here. There's good people there. Of course, there's one that's a royal pain in the butt. But yeah, it's. If it had been somebody else, they'd have got a set price, and it would have been a little bit more than what she paid. But I let her set the price. I told her what I did, how I'd worked on it, and everything. Granted, I just used my discs, so it's not like I had to go out and buy any software or even use much of my power. I ran the battery down on the laptop one time and charged it back up, and then loaded it up off of the AC adapter. How much does a couple hours worth of power cost? But she got right with me, and because of that fact, if she needs me to do it again, I'll be more than happy to help her out. I think I was getting a little dry. Now, as far as me and old Mr. Broadway Tire here in town go, I think we're pretty much done. Here's my son's old Grand Am. Good luck keeping them headlights in that car. Aside from that, that was a good car. I was actually kind of impressed with it. But anyway, like I said, she got right with me, and I think as long as the hard drive in that laptop holds up for her, she'll be fine. But I told her, as old as it is, it's a Core Duo. I maxed the memory out for her once before because I happened to have a 512 gig stick that matched the one that she had already in it. It only had 512 in it to begin with. and it was running Vista. You don't run Vista with any less than 1 gig of memory. But I didn't have any good lead on any 2 gig sticks, or didn't have a 1 gig stick at the time either, so I went and since I do now, I went and got her a really, really good price on the memory. And since she's a friend, I hooked her up and let her name her price pretty much. Told her what I did and she got right. There's probably 2, maybe 3 people in my life that I would trust to do that, to get right with me, because most of them I'd say, well, just whatever, and they'd hand me like 20 or 30 bucks. I had to come into town anyhow. I want to see if the vape shop has the one mod that I'm looking for, and if not, I'm going to see if he can get it. I know I don't need any more mods, but this one I actually kind of like. It was Vlogging Life Adam had mentioned it to me earlier today, and I looked it up, and I actually watched a few videos on it and saw how it was made, and it looks to be made pretty solid. So since I'm in town anyway, and she wrote me a check, I'm gonna go ahead and just cash the check or put it in the bank. I don't really need the money out right now, but deposit it and call it a day. Go check the vape shop and head home.